Good evening, Lancer fans, and welcome to Lawrence High School in Lawrence, Massachusetts for this matchup in field hockey between the Lancers of Lawrence High and the Middies of Dracut. My name is Jay Oza, and I'll be with you for all the play-by-play commentary this evening. Lawrence comes into today's game with a 2-1-1 record, looking to improve on a tough season last year in which they went 2-12-2. The only team they were able to beat last year was Dracut, so hopefully it'll be a good night for the Lancers. These two teams played only 3 days ago to a 3-3 tie. Lawrence's star player right now is Nairobi Ubilas, a goaltender who made 11 saves in Lawrence's 2-0 shutout win against Methuen last week. Once again, we'd like to thank you for watching LPS Media, and we'll be right back with the start of this game. Lancers in white on the left-hand side of your screen. We'll play two 30-minute halves here at Lawrence High. Lawrence coming into this game 2-1-1. These two teams played each other only 3 days ago, and they played to a 3-3 tie. And here in the rematch, we'll see if we can get an outcome. We are underway here from Lawrence High. Last season, these two teams played each other 3 times. Lawrence won twice, and there was one tie. So Dracut hasn't been able to crack the code, so to speak, against these Lancers. Lancer ball, and there's number 6, Idalise Villa, trying to middle the ball. She finds number 16, Francesca Arias. Stoppage of play, and it'll be Middy's ball. Dracut will try to set up their offense for the first time tonight here in the early going first half. About 1 minute gone in the first half. Another stoppage of play, and that's going to be Lancer's ball coming back the other way. That ball gets through the Dracut defense, manages to get to the last line of defense, and the Middies will have to try and clear. Lawrence aggressive, taking the ball back. Here comes Lawrence getting the ball towards the net. It's in front. Scramble. Lawrence still in control here. Dracut finally gets a clear to the near side. And that is number 1, Rachel Nadolny on the near side. But it goes out, and the Lancers will take over once again. Number 14, Bioviel Castillo whacking it in, but here come the Middies the other way. That's number 12, Megan Bradley with possession, trying to send it into the middle for number 4, Sarah Melaneus. No luck on that connection, and here comes Lawrence back up the other way with number 20, Yankurli Villa. Lawrence working on the far sideline. Centering pass, Francesca Arias. And she's tied up there in the middle. Lancers will get the ball after the stoppage in play. Arias. Defense too aggressive there by Dracut. Number 16 in white, Francesca Arias. A lot of stoppage in plays here early. Dracut trying to defend their goal, doing so a little bit aggressively. And finally, we have the proper spot of the ball. Here come the Lancers. And that one is going to be in front, knocked away. And that's going to be a foul against Lawrence. It's going to come back the other way. Dracut ball. Number 99 in goal for Dracut tonight is Callie Hill. For the Lancers, number 77, Nairobi Ubilas. The Lancers goalie, Nairobi Ubilas, on Wednesday night, September 10th, had a shutout win against Methuen when the Lancers beat Methuen 2-0. Ubilas has given up 5 goals in 4 games this season. Pretty good record. And here's Dracut right in front. And that one is going to be tapped away. Lots of traffic out in front. Lawrence defense able to hold strong here. And they're going to get a chance to clear it. Dracut middies went right to the middle to attack on Nairobi Ubilas. Once again, goalie for Lawrence. And here come the middies. The shot from the center is knocked away in front. Dracut looking for some room, trying to get a shot away. And that's going to be a goal scored in front by number 12, Megan Bradley of Dracut. And Dracut goes ahead 1-0 with 25 minutes and 26 seconds to go here in the first half. Number 12, Megan Bradley, getting Dracut on the board first. And Lawrence looking to respond here now. Number 11 on the far side, that's Angeli Feliz for the Lancers. She's battling it out there on the far sideline. Lancers and Dracut middies here going at it on a Monday night in Lawrence, and the Lancers trying to get a little bit of offense going. They had the initial rush to start play here in the first half, but Dracut scoring with about 25 minutes, 26 seconds remaining in the first half. Lancers looking to respond. Last time these two teams met on Friday night, it was a high-scoring affair, 3 goals apiece. There's a shot from the outside, and it's going to be just wide. Looks like that was number 20, Yankerli Vila, with the shot from over 10 yards out. It went just wide to the right, and the Lancers trying to set up shop once again. Number 3, Crystal Diaz, stick handling, but it gets intercepted by Dracut. On the near side now, Lancers trying to control it. Number 6, Cedalise Villa. Dracut defense has been bending a little bit, but they haven't broken yet. And they'll have possession here to clear it out. The pass is not a good one. It's intercepted by Idalise Villa, number 6. She still has it. She's got a little bit of room to work with, trying to feed it through. Intercepted by Dracut. And Dracut is able to clear it out. That's a nice effort by the Dracut defense. That was number 16, Tiara Lyons, with the nice clearing attempt. Sorry, that looked like number 18, actually, Kathleen Valdina, doing a great job here on the near sideline to bring that ball out of trouble from Dracut's perspective. And here come the Lancers once again. Pretty consistent offense, creating a few opportunities here in the early going, but they have not been able to get one past the goalie of Dracut, number 99, Callie Hill. And we're back to the far side. Lawrence with the ball in its own territory. Lancers working the ball up the field. Nice job there by number 20 on Carly Vila to bring the ball up into Dracut territory, but the middies will have possession once again. There's Crystal Diaz, number 3, going across the 50-yard line. She passes ahead up to her teammate, number 20, Yankerli Vila. Ball's going to go out of bounds. And Middy's ball on the far side. The pass is a good one up the middle to number 4, Sarah Melaneus. Intercepted by Lawrence. Number 24, Jasmine Torres with the ball. Traffic near the midfield marker. Dracut ball, and it's worked up along to number 12, Megan Bradley. She had the first goal of the game. She's stick handling her way into Lawrence territory, and good defense there. Lawrence able to clog up the middle. Here comes number 4, Emily Castillo, with a lot of running room. Let's see what Castillo can do with it. She gets it past the defender, passes it up to her teammate. That teammate being number 14, Bioviel Castillo. Dracut coming right back the other way, but it's intercepted by Lawrence. Number 19, Mariel Tapia. And there's Bradley in the center for Dracut, trying to find her teammate. And Lancers will able to take possession here. That's number 21, D. Rhodes. Rhodes gets it up to the far sideline, and that one's going to go out of bounds, and it looks like it's going to be a Dracut ball coming back the other way. Just over 20 minutes remaining here in the first half from Lawrence High School in this matchup between the Dracut Middies and Lawrence High Lancers. Once again, these two teams are in a rematch situation after playing each other only 3 days ago on Friday night. That was September 12th. It was a 3-3 tie. Middies have the early advantage here. Lawrence High beat Dracut twice last year. They tied once. These two teams are quite familiar with each other, and Lawrence has been the superior side. So far, though, 10 minutes into this game, Dracut has the 1-0 lead off of Megan Bradley's goal, 4.5 minutes into the game. Lawrence possession here, trying to set up some offense. Interception by Dracut. Clearing attempt is good, and here come the Middies with a lot of room, but Lawrence takes over, sending it back the other way. And we have a foul against Dracut. It'll be Lawrence ball. It's number 16, Francesca Arias, with possession in the middle of the field. And what can she do with it? She beats one defender. She beats a second one, sends it to the far side, looking for her teammate, Biovibel Castillo. And that's a nice clearing pass by Dracut. And the Middies have a little room to work with here, but nope, Lawrence able to keep it in Dracut territory. And here comes Dracut with an offensive opportunity on a fast break of sorts here. And Lawrence is able to clear on the stoppage of play and come back the other way, but Dracut takes it right back. Back and forth they go here at Lawrence High. Dracut and Lawrence in a 1-goal game. Almost at the halfway point of the first half of this game. Biovibel Castillo, number 14, swipes at it. Dracut defense not able to hold up there. Idalise Villa sends it in. And it's traffic in front. And it looks like the save was made by Callie Hill. Biovibel Castillo, number 14, looks like she put that one on net, but it was turned away by number 99, Callie Hill. And the Middies come back the other way. Lawrence able to recover, and they'll try to turn it back. Megan Bradley, number 10, she's the only goal scorer tonight, trying to make the defender miss, swipes at it, and her shot is intercepted by Jasmine Torres, number 24. Torres trying to chase it down on the far sideline. She can't do it. Out of bounds off Lawrence, and it's a Dracut ball. Dracut with an opportunity here. 17.5 minutes to go in the first half. And that one is going to be out of bounds on the goal line. And it's going to be Lancer ball. Number 21, D. Rhodes hits it hard, but right at a Middy. A little too aggressive there, and Lancers will take over once again. Young Curly Villa, number 20. She hits the deck. No call there. Dracut loses it. Here's Villa again, working on the far sideline, trying to get into Dracut territory, looking for her teammate, but the pass is intercepted. And a stick check violation on the far side against Dracut, so it'll be Lawrence ball. And here come the Lancers. There's Arias in the middle in traffic. Arias working it up. Another foul against Dracut, and here's Arias. She's got room. Looking for someone to pass to. Yet another stoppage, another foul. This time it's going to be, looks like it's going to be against, going to be against Dracut, and the Lancers will have a chance here. 15 minutes, 50 seconds to go. Lancers will be inbounding here from the goal line, and it'll be on Curly Villa to inbound. And let's see what the Lancers can do on this one-timer opportunity, trying to tie the game up. And here we go. The pass goes to Young Curly Villa. She shoots it, and it's going to be tipped. Dracut gets the clear. Lawrence still fighting for it here. Centering pass is blocked. Lots of traffic. And the ref calls a stoppage of play here. And it's going to be another free hit opportunity for Lawrence, another good scoring chance. We are exactly halfway through the first half. Halfway through the first half, 1/4 of the way through this game, and here come the Lancers. Shot attempt by Biovial Castillo is blocked in front. And it's going to be another stoppage and another penalty against Dracut. This is the third foul by Dracut. Deep within their own territory, leading to these one-time opportunities for Lawrence. D. Rhodes inbounding for Lawrence. And Dracut is able to clear it out, but not for long. Lancers trying desperately to get a shot off here. And Dracut comes up the other way. Sprinting match here. Lawrence able to recover. At midfield now, Francesca Arias, number 16. And that's going to be a stoppage in play. Here comes Lawrence. They've had the majority of the offensive opportunities here tonight, but they have not been able to cash in yet. And here's Dracut on defense here. Lancers, it was number 4, Emily Castillo, trying to scoop it in with the backhand, and it goes just wide. Lancers will get yet another chance here to inbound from the goal line. And the Lancers are bringing up number 21, D. Rhodes, to inbound this ball. Let's see who she's going to. Last time it looked like she went to number 20, Young Curly Villa. Not this time. It's number 14, Biovabel Castillo. And that one is going to go wide behind the net. Lancers once again unable to cash in. And there's the clear by Dracut, and here come the middies, but the Lawrence defense is able to move up a little bit and try and bring the ball back into Dracut territory. And there's number 4 for Dracut, Sarah Melaneus. She's got an open look. She tries to center it, and it's swatted away by the Lawrence defense. But Dracut still attacking here. Moving towards the last third of the first half here in Lawrence. And that one is out of bounds. Number 11, Angeli Feliz of Lawrence will inbound it. A Lancer ball, trying to get it into Dracut territory. And that's going to be a foul against Lawrence. The Middies will have possession in Lancer territory, trying to extend their 1-0 lead here. And right back the other way we go. Lancers in control now. Yang Curly Vila, number 20, passing it off. On the far side, the Lancers making some headway into Dracut territory. But the Middies defense was ready for it, and they'll have a clearing attempt here. Quick substitution here for the Middies. Number 17, Alicia Maxiel comes into the game. Looks like for defensive purposes. A lot of stick checking, a lot of stoppages in play here early in this game. 10.5 minutes to play in the first half. Lawrence with the ball. Referee seemed like she was about to make the call, didn't make a call. Lancers trying to penetrate. And here's an opportunity for Lawrence. Traffic in front of the net, but the play is whistled dead. And once again, Dee Rhodes, number 21, sprints her way up the field for this inbounding opportunity from the Dracut goal line. Dracut ahead, 1-0. Under 10 minutes to play in the first half here at Lawrence High School. And here we go. Lancers trying to get on the board. And that one is going to get through. And it's in! Goal for the Lancers. And it was deflected off of number 6, Idalise Villa. And the Lancers have tied it up with 9.5 minutes to play in the first half. Number 6, Idalise Villa with the goal. And we will have a timeout, our first timeout of the evening, just after the Lancers are able to tie this thing up. Goal scoring in this game early on, Megan Bradley, number 12 for Dracut, got the scoring underway 4 minutes and 30 seconds into the game. And just now, with 9 minutes and 30 seconds to play here in the first half, number 6, Idalise Villa, got Lawrence on the board, and the team will huddle up here. Lawrence High with a winning record. As of right now, they are 2-1-1. Last season was not entirely successful for the Lancers. They only had 2 wins on the season, both of which came against Dracut. They had 12 losses and 2 ties. One of those ties also came against Dracut. After tonight's game, the Lancers will travel to Central Catholic, where they will play the Red Raiders on Wednesday night at 7 p.m. After that, the Lancers will host Haverhill at 11 a.m. on Saturday, September 20th. And we are just about set to get back to the action here at Lawrence High as the teams break their huddle. 9 minutes, 30 seconds remaining here in the first half of a tie game. 1-1, Megan Bradley and Idalise Villa, the goal scorers. Dracut will try to respond here. Lawrence working it back into Dracut territory. Nice play there by number 16, Francesca Arias, to keep possession. And Arias tried a little too hard to keep possession there. Foul called, and Dracut comes back the other way. Middies now into Lawrence territory. Nice pass into the middle, and great job by D. Rhodes to intercept the pass and find her teammate Arias. Excellent job by D. Rhodes in the center. Great defense. Lancers on the move now. Here towards the later stages of the first half. Dracut taking over, not for long though. Lawrence coming down the near side. Number 3, Crystal Diaz fighting for it, fought too hard and she's called for it. Dracut will come back the other way. Here's Megan Bradley, number 12. Bradley has it again. Can she make the defense miss? No, not quite. Still with possession, gets it on net, and it's kicked away by Nairobi Ubila's second attempt, blocked in front. Dracut, another attempt, and that shot goes just wide. Number 4, Sarah Melaneus sent it just to the right of Lawrence goalie Nairobi Ubilas. Ubilas made a great save on that sequence to kick it away. Substitution for the Lancers, number 24, Jasmine Torres comes into the game for the Lawrence defense. Lancers turning it up the field, across midfield. Yankerly Vila, number 20, has it taken away from her. Dracut up on the far sideline. Crystal Diaz, number 3, on defense. Nice defense there in the middle by Torres. And D. Rhodes misses it, but the last line of defense there, Mariel Tapia, number 19, excellent job to clean up the garbage in front of the Lawrence high net, and the Lancers are looking to create an opportunity on the offensive side. We are going to have a call on the far side. Lawrence ball still, and will Dracut be able to bring it back? They've had the better of the play here in the last couple of minutes. 6.5 minutes to play in the first half. Dracut with a chance here, centering pass, and it gets behind the goalie, and it's a goal for number 1, Rachel Nadolny, who was in the right spot at the right time, hanging out right by the post. And Dracut takes a 2-1 lead with 6:20 remaining in the first half. Rachel Nadolny, number 1, was in the right place at the right time, hanging out right by the post. That ball got behind goalie number 77, Nairobi Ubilas. Nadolny was able to knock it in and give Dracut the lead with about 6 minutes and 30 seconds remaining in the half. Lancers down 1 once again, and here they come up the field trying to equalize this thing before halftime. Lancer ball here, 2 Lancers in the area, and it's going to be a violation against Lawrence. Dracut will have the clearing opportunity. Nice swat, but it's intercepted by Lawrence. Crystal Diaz passes it off to Arias. Arias in the middle looking for some room. Dracut doing a good job of clogging up the middle. That one is high, and it's swatted away. What a great save. Great save there by Callie Hill. Arias knocked it up high, might have been deflected, and that one was looking like it was about to go in. But Callie Hill, number 99, the Dracut goalie, swatted it out of the air. Lancers will have a good opportunity here to inbound from the goal line. Number 21, passing specialist D. Rhodes will inbound this time from the near sideline. And her options will be number 14, Biova Bel Castillo, number 20, and Curly Vila. And it's going to go to the deep option, number 3, Crystal Diaz. It's going to be a violation for a kicked ball, it looks like. Biova Bel Castillo, number 14, passing it back to Diaz. Stoppage of play once again. Dracut defense a little overly aggressive, and the referee is not afraid to call it. Biova Bel Castillo, number 14, setting up shop. And here she goes, trying to center it. Down at the goal line, she does center it. Traffic in front of the net. Arias with an opportunity. Here's Diaz turning it around. And she gets a good pass in. That is number 6, Idalise Villa, one of the goal scorers of this game. The only goal scorer for Lawrence, but that one was tipped away wide. Good pressure here by Lawrence with time winding down here in the first half. 3 minutes, 15 seconds to play. The clock runs during these stoppages in play. The only time the clock stops will be during a goal or when a goal is scored. Dracut trying to clear it out here. Penalty against Dracut. Once again, they have been guilty many times of penalties deep inside their own territory, which results in the goal line inbound. And as she has all night, D. Rhodes, number 21, comes up from her defensive position to inbound it. Her options, number 20, and Curly Villa is the closest one to her. She's not going to get it, though. It was number 14 for the Lancers, Biova Bel Castillo. Traffic in front. Out of bounds once again. Good traffic in front of the net for the Dracut defense, and they're able to knock it wide of the net. And Lancers will have to reset with 2 minutes to go in the first half. They would love to cash in and tie this game before halftime. The Middies have other ideas, though. Here's Megan Bradley, number 12. Lancers able to swat it back towards midfield. Here's Arias. Arias, number 16, continuing with it. She's building some momentum here into Dracut territory. Far side of the field now. Lancers with 90 seconds to go in the first half, down by a goal. Stoppage in play here. Very aggressive Middies defense. They're getting called a lot, but it is stopping Lawrence from getting close to the net. Lancers down a goal. Arias, number 16, fighting for it. Dracut able to sweep it away. 1 minute to go in the half. And on the near side is number 22, Jen Gomes. That one is going to be out of bounds. Dracut ball, last minute of the first half now, only 40 seconds to go. Here is Jen Gomes, number 22. And that one is swatted a little too far, goes way out of bounds. That just might do it for the first half. 25 seconds to go. We'll see if the Lancers want to make one last run at it. They are about 70 yards away from the goal, and they have 15 seconds to go. Six seconds to go in the half. And it looks like we are going to go to halftime with the score Dracut Middies 2 and Lawrence High 1. Goal scorers, number 12, Megan Bradley, number 6, Idalise Villa, and number 1, Rachel Nadolny. We are going to take a short break. We'd like to thank you for watching LPS Media, and we'll be right back with the start of the second half. Yeah.
When you skip breakfast at school, you have no energy. When you have no energy, you fall asleep in class. When you fall asleep in class, you have nightmares of wild animals dancing on your head. Don't have nightmares of wild animals dancing on your head.
Kids who eat breakfast perform better in class, behave better, have better attendance.
Eat a healthy breakfast at school every day.
I live in a tree house. I won a gold medal. I made a robot. I drove a race car. I flew to the moon. I have a pet dinosaur. I can read. I can read. I can read. We can read.
Welcome back, Lancer fans, to the second half of Dracut versus Lawrence here. The Dracut Middies have a 2-1 lead as we are just about set to start the second half, and we are underway. Lancers coming into this game at 2-1-1. Last year, they beat the Middies twice out of 3 games, including 1 tie. They did play each other on Friday night when the teams had a tie, 3 goals apiece. Dracut in the driver's seat right now. It's 2-1. Lancers looking for the equalizer. But for now, it is Dracut in the offensive zone here. Lancers take control, trying to clear it out. They can't do so yet. Middies in control just in the very early stages of the second half. Play along the far side here. Nice job by Idalise Villa to play it up the sideline. She's got some momentum, playing it ahead. Ball gets through. Yankurli Villa, number 20, in the neighborhood. Oh, great offensive play there to keep it in. Villa shoots it just wide. Just wide. Yankurli Villa, number 20, almost getting the equalizer there for Lawrence High. Excellent job by Idalise Villa, number 6, up on the far sideline to make that play possible. And Dracut, it's going to be out of bounds off the middies, and the Lancers will try to set up shop here in Dracut territory. Early stages of the second half, middies leading this thing 2-1 against the home team, the Lawrence High Lancers. Aggressive play here from the Lancers, but Dracut is able to clear and get it out to midfield. Biova Belcastillo, number 14, runs it down for Lawrence. But Dracut perseveres, sends it into the middle. Good defensive play there by number 21, D. Rhodes. She swats it out again, and the Lancers able to clear. Dracut still with possession. Number 1, Rachel Nadolny with possession there. Has it taken away. Here comes Lawrence. Yankurli Villa, number 20, now on the near side. Stoppage of play. Foul against the middies. And Villa with possession to the backhand, back to the forehand. Working up the near sideline. She gets through the defender. She's got a little bit of space to work with. Vila showing great ball skills here. Arias, number 16, trying to track this one down and keep it in Dracut territory. Lawrence hanging on to possession here. Still trying to tie this game after Rachel Nadolny had the tiebreaker towards the end of the first half. Dracut coming back up the other way. Number 14, Biova Bel Castillo, passing up to her teammate Arias. Francesca Arias up the middle, passing to Yankurli Vila. And here's Vila on the near sideline. And she manages to keep it in Dracut territory, but the Dracut defense is able to recover. Or not. That is going to be a violation against the Dracut middies for a swing of the stick over shoulder length. And that's a no-no. And the Lancers will have their first penalty stroke of the second half here. They had plenty of penalty stroke opportunities in the first half. They were only able to cash in on one of them on the goal by Idalise Villa. Number 21, D. Rhodes. Here's the pass and the shot up into the middle, steered away by Dracut. And Curly Vila with a chance here. Middies clear it out. Far sideline. Can the Middies turn this into some counterattack? Lawrence defense hustling to get back, and here come the Middies at full speed. A 2-on-1 chance here, and it's kicked away. Nice save by Nairobi Ubilas, number 77. The Lancer goalie kicks it away when the Middies had only one defender to beat. Great job by Nairobi Ubilas to keep it a 1-goal game with 25 minutes to play in the game. Far sideline action here as the Lancers need to get a clear here and bring it back up the field to try and tie this game. 2-1, Dracut ahead. Still in the early part of the second half. Middies doing a good job controlling the ball here. Back to the midfielder. Lancers regain possession. Looks like that's number 3, Crystal Diaz, running all over the field, passing up to her teammate, Angeli Feliz, number 11. Lancers trying to get something going here. Here's Diaz. Diaz centering it, but nobody home. Another chance for Lawrence. And Dracut is able to steer it away here. Stoppage of play. And the Middies have possession, and they will clear it out. Far sideline now come the Middies. Feel like most of this game has been played on that far sideline. Dracut trying to extend their lead. With speed, Megan Bradley, number 12, and that's knocked away by the Lancer defense. Number 12, Megan Bradley, a pretty dangerous player. One of the Middies' best offensive players, had a good opportunity there. But the Lawrence defense was up to the challenge, and here comes Lawrence up the other way. Number 11, Angeli Feliz, looking for Yankurli Vila, number 20, couldn't find her. Here's Vila, she gets it on the near sideline, trying to turn it up. Passes into the middle. Can the Middies keep possession? Not on this occasion. Now Dracut looking to recover. Back to the far sideline. Idalise Villa challenging possession, and she wins the ball here. And the Lancers, with 22.5 minutes to go in the game, still looking for that equalizer. Lawrence after the whistle. Having a good opportunity here. But the Dracut defense has been strong up the middle all night long. Angeli Feliz, number 11, centering it. Turnaround shot is wide. And inside, we're going to have a stoppage of play and a violation against the Dracut Middies, which will result in a penalty stroke for, you guessed it, number 21, D. Rhodes, who has taken every penalty stroke for the Lancers tonight, and there have been quite a few. Dracut defense has been a little overly aggressive, but it seems like the strategy is working as they've only allowed one goal. And here come the Lancers trying to tie this thing up. And there's a shot. Oh, and on the near post. Can it get jammed in? All kinds of traffic in front of the net, and that is a goal for the Lancers. It looks like. Yes, it is. And we have tied this thing up here at Lawrence High School. The score is 2-2. All kinds of traffic in front of the net. And it looks like it was number 24, Jasmine Torres, who finally put that one in for the Lancers. Tons of traffic in front of the net. Every single player on the field, it looked like almost, except for the Lawrence goalie, was right in front of the Middies net. And after a ton of attempts there, after the penalty stroke, the Lancers are able to tie this game at 2 with 21 minutes and 22 seconds to go. And we have our first timeout here of the second half. We would like to remind you, viewers, to please watch our LPS Media YouTube channel where you can watch this game and all the other games that we have broadcasted. You can watch last week's football game when the Lancers took on Central Catholic. You can also watch last week's girls volleyball game. Later this week on Friday night, LPS Media will be covering Dracut and Lawrence again on the same field, but in football, of course. As far as these Lawrence High Lancers of field hockey, their next game will be at Central Catholic on Wednesday night. And they're hoping to improve their record to 3-1-1. But right now it's tied up. Very exciting game here with just over 20 minutes to play. The score is 2-2. Dracut bringing it right into Lawrence territory. But a violation is called, and the Lancers come back the other way. And Torres, number 24, hit that one a little bit too hard. Goes out of bounds. And the Middies will have possession here in Lancer territory. Just over 20 minutes remaining in the game. Will it be a tie, or will one of these two teams be able to pull ahead? 3 nights ago, Friday night, the Middies and the Lancers played to a 3-3 tie. Lawrence High is hoping they can get that third goal tonight and hang on to the lead, as the Lancers will take possession here deep in their own territory. And Torres, looks like she mishit that one as it goes out of bounds, and possession will go right back to Dracut. On the near sideline, it'll be number 10, Cassidy Diaz of Dracut with possession. She passes up the sideline to Megan Bradley. Bradley centering pass is going to go out of bounds. Bradley had the right idea, but she was a little too deep in her own territory as that one goes out of bounds. But it deflected off a Lancer, so it's still Dracut ball. Here is a centering pass. Lawrence trying to clear it. They can't do it just yet. And now it's Crystal Diaz, number 3, coming out of the pack with it. And she's running up with a lot of speed past midfield. Hanging on to it. Lancers trying to counterattack right now. Middies able to recover. Battle here at midfield. And here comes Dracut trying to break this tie. Lancer defense holding strong there, deep in their own territory. And there's a shot that goes wide and it's deflected away. Perhaps these girls are getting a little bit tired, but the play is opening up here. A few sprints back and forth have left these two teams a little bit winded, and we'll see if that is reflected in the play. Right now, Dracut is in control. Lancer's able to clear it into the middle, and they are going to sprint up with full speed up the field, but Dracut is right there to send it back into Lancer territory. Dracut ball after the stoppage. There's number 12, Megan Bradley in the middle. Bradley shoots it from way downtown, but that one is going to go wide right. Megan Bradley, number 12, scored the first goal of this game, 4.5 minutes into it. Lawrence tied it up about 5 minutes later. 3 minutes after that, Dracut took the lead, and then early here, or sorry, about midway through the second half, Lancers were able to tie it up. Stoppage of play on the near sideline results in Dracut ball. But the Lancers take possession over, pass right in the middle to a midi. Dracut and Lawrence here in a well-fought second half and a well-fought game overall. It's 2-2, exactly 17 minutes remaining in this game. Lancer ball on the far sideline in their own territory. It's a fight on the far sideline. Lancer's able to move it into Dracut territory. And here comes Lawrence, centering pass. Lancers trying to set up shop here. Number 20 and Curly Vila, part of that attack. And there's Angeli Feliz, number 11, fighting with it. And that's going to be penalty on Lawrence, and Dracut will take over in their own territory. Looks like a golf swing there. Not a good pass. Lawrence takes over, but we have a whistle. Back the other way, says the referee. Dracut ball. Another stoppage of play, and the referee says send it back into Dracut territory. Lancers will be happy with that. 2-2 tie. These two teams both trying hard to end this deadlock. Number 24, Jasmine Torres, tied it up about halfway through the second half. Lancers with an opportunity here, but Dracut able to clog up the middle. Some midfield action here as the middies are trying to counterattack. Dracut 30 yards away. Pass to the far sideline. And Dracut is going to lose possession here, and we are exactly halfway through the second half. 15 minutes to go in this game, and what a game it is. It's tied up 2-2 here as we enter the final quarter of this game. Centering pass by Lawrence, and here we go. Can the Dracut defense stand tall once again? This is deep into the front of the net. Can the Lancers get it home? That one is going to go just out of bounds, just to the right of the goal. All kinds of traffic in front of the net. The Lancers cannot convert. And Dracut back the other way. 14 minutes to play here. Megan Bradley, number 12, passes up to her teammate, Sarah Melaneus. Melaneus has it taken away. Lawrence coming back with it at about midfield. Very competitive, very even game played here today at Lawrence High. It's getting chilly. The time is about 8:30 on this September evening. Whistle here. Dracut ball. And they're on the run. Here come the middies. Lancers able to stop it. And that one is sent out of bounds by number 21, D. Rhodes. She is a defensive specialist for the Lancers, but she has been sprinting up and down the field to take every penalty stroke for the Lancers, and the Lancers have had quite a few. Lawrence with possession here on the near side. 13 minutes to play now. Number 11, Angeli Feliz, has it taken away from her. Lancers able to regain possession, but it goes right back to Dracut. And there's Crystal Diaz, number 3, fighting for it. It's taken away by Sarah Melaneus, number 4 of Dracut. And a whistle on the far side, and the Lancers will regain possession here. Another whistle. Lancers still with it, working it up the far side. Once again, trying to take the lead here in the late stages of this game. 12.5 minutes to play at Lawrence High. On a nice, brisk autumn evening, the Middies and the Lancers playing in a rematch of Friday night's 3-3 tie. And it's been a pretty even Stevens game tonight. 2-2 with 12 minutes to go. Francesca Arias, number 16, with a little bit of room. She passes near side to Angeli Feliz. Here's Feliz with a little bit of room on the near side, trying to center it. Good defense by Dracut, too good, as that will cause a whistle and a second whistle. Seems as though Dracut's strategy has been to play very aggressive defense. They are getting called for it every time, but the Lancers have only been able to cash in twice. Crystal Diaz, number 3, trying to put it on net, but it's intercepted. Middies can't clear. Here's Feliz again, number 11, looking for a teammate. And that's a great centering pass, and number 6, Idalise Villa, looking for her second goal of the game, could not sweep it around cleanly. And we go to the far side of the field. And that one is accidentally touched by the hand of number 6, Idalise Villa. Lancers keep it in Dracut territory. Whistle here. Referee signaling. It'll be Dracut ball. 10.5 minutes left. The team still deadlocked at 2 apiece. Lawrence able to intercept. And a whistle against the Lancers, and Dracut will take over right away. Lancers looks like they've had the better of the play throughout the majority of the second half. We are 20 minutes into the second half, only 10 minutes to play in this game. Lawrence High, number 4, Emily Castillo, trying to send it in. Lancers getting it in deep, but it's swatted out to the far sideline by Dracut. Emily Castillo, number 4, chases that one down. And it'll be Lancers ball. 9.5 minutes to play. Time ticking away in this 2-2 tie between Dracut and Lawrence. And here comes Dracut. They're able to take possession, and they've got some running room. Looks like a 3-on-2 situation here. Number 21 of Dracut has it taken away. And that's D. Rhodes, number 21, who steps into the play and clears it out to the near sideline. Dracut controls the ball, though. And Torres, number 24, knocks that one aside. Number 10, Cassidy Diaz, strolling in. Lancer defense will be tested here. Centered. And that's going to be a violation against Dracut, and the Lancers will have possession. D. Rhodes passing it out to Yankerli Vila. Vila trying to get around the defender. And it's taken away from her. Dracut trying to move into Lawrence territory. Crystal Diaz, number 3. Sticks getting tied up there. Lancers control it. And the pass is a little too hard for Yankerli Vila. Diaz recovers it, though. She's got possession. And it's taken away by Dracut. And accidental kickball violation gives the ball to Lawrence. Here's Vila. Vila trying to center it. Finding on the sideline now Idalise Villa. Villa with it. Lots of defenders around her. And Dracut takes over. Passed out to the far sideline, but it's going to be out of bounds off Dracut. Lancers ball. Timeout called by the Lawrence bench with the score 2-2 and 7 minutes and 10 seconds remaining. Well, if there are no goals in the next 7 minutes and 10 seconds, we'll call this one a tie. These two teams tied each other on Friday night by the score of 3-3. It's 2-2 right now. Lawrence has been the aggressor for the most part of this second half. And they will have possession right now once we end this break. These two teams are quite familiar with each other. This is the second time they've played each other this year. Last year they played each other 3 times. The Lancers got their only 2 wins of last year against the Dracut Middies. The Middies did tie one last year. The last game of the regular season for these two teams will be on Wednesday, October 22nd, when Lawrence hosts Dracut on this very field right here. And so just like last year, these two teams will face each other 3 times in the season. Going down the schedule, Lancers play Central Catholic, Haverhill, Andover, Georgetown, Lowell, North Andover, Haverhill again, Tewksbury, Chelmsford, Methuen, Lowell, and Rockport before ending the season, as I said, here against Dracut. Not an easy schedule. It never is for the Lawrence Lancers playing in Division I MVC play. Tough year last year, going 2-12-2. But this season is off on the right foot as the Lancers are 2-1-1. And they will try to keep their winning ways. With a win here tonight, they need a goal in the next 7 minutes. The Middies do too, and they'll be fighting equally as hard. And here we go down the home stretch with Crystal Diaz, number 3, on the far sideline, passing it up, intercepted by Dracut. Middies ball. And that's knocked into Lawrence territory. Megan Bradley, number 12 of Dracut, has it taken away from her. She tries to recover, but she is called for a foul, and Lawrence takes over possession. Dracut regains it, and that one just barely goes out of bounds on the far sideline. Midfield play here. Dracut trying to put a little offense together. Lawrence not able to counterattack on that occasion, but a foul on Dracut and a nice long pass up for Emily Castillo. And the Lancers could be in business here as Castillo sends it in. And that one looks like it's going to get through, and it's a goal for the Lancers. I believe the clock continues to run. There could have been some sort of violation before that went in. Emily Castillo knocked it from about 16 yards away, and that ball just had eyes. It went through everyone and everything on the ground. But what is the call here? Looks like no goal is the call. As the clock continues to wind down, that goal is going to be waved off. Emily Castillo and the Lancers thought they had taken the lead, but a foul on Lawrence. And look at this, Dracut trying to take advantage of the momentum swing. Lancers will take possession. That's got to be rough for the Lancers. They and their whole crowd thought that they had taken the lead here. But a foul against the Lancers just after the shot waves off the goal. Tough break for Lawrence High. But there are still 4.5 minutes to go in this one. And the Lancers are going to keep on fighting, as are the Middies, to break this tie. Here's Castillo. We thought she had a goal just a few moments ago. It would be quite a heartbreak now if Dracut was able to regain the lead at this late stage of the game. That's Crystal Diaz, number 3, fighting hard for possession, but she can't win it. Dracut takes over. And the Lancers will take over after that overly aggressive pass by Dracut. And who will it be for the Lancers? Looks like number 14, Biovabel Castillo, whiffs on the first attempt. Second attempt gets into the middle. Lancers trying to keep it in. They do. And it's Arias passing through the middle. And it's just wide on the far side, on the right side. And frustration from the Lancers bench as that one was looking good. Number 16, Francesca Arias, couldn't quite put it on net. Lancers have another shot here, though. Traffic, tons of traffic in front of the net, but here comes a shot attempt, and it's going to be blocked in front, and it's up in the air, and it's saved all kinds of traffic in front of the net. And it's in! And it's in! The Lancers have taken the lead. Oh my! It's 3-2 here at Lawrence High. What an exciting game it has been. The Lancers finally cracked the defense of the Dracut Middies. And could that be the game-winning goal? We will find out in 2 minutes and 50 seconds. This one is not over yet, folks. But on that play, the Lancers finally were able to crack the Dracut defense, and so many Lancers out in front of the net. Hard to tell exactly who put that one in, but it was on the far side, the right side post. And the expression of the Lawrence bench told the story. They were extremely happy to see that ball hit the back of the net. And the countdown is on. 2 minutes, 13 seconds to play. Lancers trying to hold on to possession here. It's been a very exciting finish, but Dracut still trying to tie this thing up. Collision here. Dracut ball sent up the middle. D. Rhodes with the good defense, and that one is just wide. Oh, goodness. Just wide on the shot attempt by Dracut. Dracut players looking frustrated after that attempt. They knew they had a potential equalizer. It went just wide high near the left side post. And they're not giving up yet. Dracut still with a little bit of time, but the Lancers are looking to ice this thing. And here they come down the near sideline. And it's passed up to Yankurli Vila. Vila trying to get into the middle. She centers it, intercepted by Dracut. Lawrence takes over again. Intercepted by Dracut again. And it's going to be a violation against the Lancers. Time winding down, less than a minute to go, 50 seconds in fact. Lawrence, can they add some insurance? Right in front of the net, could this be the game-winning goal? All kinds of traffic, and it's hard to tell where the ball is. Finally, the referee calls this play dead. And it looks like the goalie, number 99, Callie Hill, was able to cover that one up. Time running out, 25 seconds left in the game. The clock will stop here with 23.3 seconds to go. The referees will need to talk this thing over just to be sure that they have the right call. Two benches waiting for the call. We'll see if we get any extra time put on the clock and who will have possession after this short break. Three to 2, our score here. The Lancers scoring with 2 minutes and 30 seconds remaining. It's going to be a penalty stroke for the Lancers, and this is good news if you're a Lawrence High fan, because there are only 23 seconds remaining, and Lawrence will have possession, and they'll have a chance to put this thing on ice. One more goal, and it'll be over for sure. Dracut will need to steal possession, run it all the way down the field with 23 seconds left, and a bit of a false start here. Bit of a false start here as we will put some time back on the clock now. 3 seconds ran off the clock, and we will go back to 23.3 seconds remaining. Scoreboard operator going to do their best to get those 3 seconds back that they lost. And we have, looks like we have 23.4 on the clock left, but the referee is requesting 23.3. Now we have 23 seconds on the clock. The referee still requesting 23.3. And we are at a standstill here. Finally, we have 23.3 seconds on the clock, and the crowd cheers for that. Lawrence High trying to end this thing. Here's D. Rhodes and the pass. Lawrence just needs to hang on to the ball or score to win this game. And Dracut takes the ball, 10 seconds left. They need to get it down all the way. And Lawrence is doing just enough to hold up Dracut. 2 seconds, 1 second, and there is the final buzzer. The final score from Lawrence High, the Lancers 3 and the Dracut Middies 2. What a game it was here at Lawrence High. After the end of the first half, Dracut went into the break with a 2-1 lead, and in the second half, it was all Lancers. 2 goals by Lawrence High in the second half, 1 to tie it and 1 to take the lead. The final score here from Lawrence High School. Once again, the Lancers 3 and the Dracut Middies 2. We would like to thank you for watching this LPS media production. As you watch the happy Lawrence High Lancers jog off the field, they have improved their record to 3-1-1. My name is Jay Oza. Thank you for joining us on LPS Media, and we'll see you next time.